I traveled to the Great Wall of China in order to capture its beauty in an epic panoramic shot. But this is my first time ever attempting a pano shot in my life. I'm gonna be honest, this is more difficult than I thought. Should I have practiced more before I came here? Absolutely, but you know what they say, the best way to learn is by doing. So I'll be taking you along for the ride as we explore this ancient wonder, capture some hopefully incredible shots, and take part in some fun surprises along the way. So let's get it. All right, this is the Wild Wolfgang. All right, we have currently started the walk down building 14. We're going up to a really nice vantage point. Basically the wall in this section in Mutianyu is it Mutianyu or? In Mutianyu, yeah, Mutianyu. The wall in Mutianyu is broken up into different buildings. So right now we got off at building 14 and apparently this way building 15 to 20 has some really good views. So we're gonna see what that looks like through the camera. My travel partner today. Got hi. So, hi. Hey, says hi.
Hello.
Not too great with Chinese. Only speak a couple words. Hi definitely knows more English than I know Chinese, but still a bit of a language barrier. So we've been using the translator app to kind of stay in contact for the day. But we've got a good rhythm to it. As I walked along the Great Wall of China, it hit me that my first ever pano attempt would be done at one of the 7 man-made wonders of the world. No pressure, right? And once we got to my first attempt, I hit a couple, let's say, bumps in the road. All right, so setup on that took a little longer than I expected. At first, we were trying to set it up right down here. I think I was unnecessarily trying to set it up on a slant when we could have been right on here on this nice flat surface, but sometimes you just make things a little bit more complicated on yourself, I guess, and this was one of those times, but when pano shot later, I'm kind of seeing a potential problem here with the pano in general, and that's gonna be the fact that I really can't control the people walking through the image, which is probably gonna make this kind of weird to stitch together. We're still gonna give it a shot, see what it looks like, but I think it's gonna look kind of odd. And wouldn't you know it? I was right. Can you tell me what's wrong with this picture? Well, not only are there 2 of this girl, but where's her foot? After having learned my lesson on this first attempt, we kept walking towards a more isolated portion of the wall, and along the way, we ran into some adorable locals. One thing I didn't know about the Great Wall, a lot of stray kittens. I'm assuming it's because they get fed by a lot of tourists. Similar back in Zhangjiajie with the monkeys. Get fed snacks all day, chill by the tourist spots, take the food that falls out. Pretty good life. While the space is beautiful, there are a couple flaws of coming in the spring right now. One is that a lot of the trees are still dead, so you're not gonna get those beautiful summer looking trees that you would when all the leaves are grown back. We're also not here in the fall when we're gonna be getting that beautiful colors changing with the reds, the orange, the yellows, and then in the winter with the snow. We're kind of in that in-betweenish period where you're not getting as much of the actual scenery itself besides the wall. I really wanna focus in on this shot, capturing the magnitude of the wall, but a little less on the surrounding area, because in all honesty, it's not that crazy. All right, I think we found our spot right about, I think, tower 17 or 18. This is the first empty spot I've seen on the wall. So here's what we're gonna do right now. So I have the 24 to 105 on here right now, and before we get this shot, I'm gonna go ahead and switch this off for the 35mm prime. Gonna get a little bit more sharpness that way, and I did a couple tests on here to see what's gonna look best, and as it turns out, it looks like 35 is gonna be perfect. So I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna set the manual to near infinity. I'm gonna put the f-stop to around an 8 or a 10 f-stop, bring the ISO down low, and kind of get a shutter speed that's not, we don't need to go into the thousands because we're gonna be on the tripod, but something not like a 30 or a 40 or 50, just because there is that variability factor. So I'm thinking we go something a few hundred, just really kind of play with the conditions, see what looks good. Although it looked like I found the perfect spot to get my pano, I would still need to get a little bit creative to get the right angle. Might have to move it up a little more. We can cut for a second. As you can see here, this is a pretty janky setup. I literally have the 3rd leg of the tripod right on the backpack here. This is not the way I thought it was gonna be going, and at this point, I really just hope it's a good picture, man. I'm like 50-50. This is gonna be either really great or it's gonna be garbage. Either way, I'll show you, and if If it's great, it'll be the thumbnail for the video. If it's not, you guys can roast me in the comments. I'm fine with that. I'm gonna do one shot with the hand in front. Okay, so one problem I realized off the bat is on this framing. I do have multiple shots of people walking through here, so I might this time actually start on this edge of the wall so I can at least confirm that I'm not gonna get more people. Okay. Done. I think that one looked really good. So I think with just that shot alone right now, I think it's looking really good. I think this is definitely the spot to have done the panorama on screen, and I'm gonna talk it out after we finish up, and we'll show you some more beautiful scenery. Let's get it. Looking back on this shot, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was a trial and error process to be sure, but we got the job done. Knowing that I'd gotten my shot, on the way back, I focused my attention on just taking in the beauty of the wall itself. This is something I at times have difficulty doing, finding the balance between getting the shots and taking in where I am. However, this walk allowed me the time to really put it all into perspective. And what I realized is that while I came here chasing the perfect photos, it was really the moments of imperfection that would stick with me the most. Now that we're at the end of the journey, I bet you're wondering, how do we get down from the Great Wall of China? Do we walk? Do we take in the gondola? Nah, I'm gonna show you right now. All right, and we're back. And this is how we're getting down the mountain. We are gonna be going down a toboggan. Didn't even know that was a thing, being able to toboggan down the Great Wall of China. Pretty crazy. I got this sexy little piece of headgear on right now. I think it looks pretty good. I think I look pretty good. And I'm about to take you on a POV of going down the Great Wall of China. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome, dude. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Here we go. Yahoo! That's crazy. We are currently riding a toboggan down the Great Wall of China. Holy crapola. This is awesome. Got Joey right behind me chilling. What's up? Oh damn, we got some speed now. Woo! Woo! Woo, woo, woo! This is so awesome. Might be the best 100 yawn I've ever done in my life. That was freaking amazing. Wow. All right, I can't think of a better way to close off the vlog than that. Thank you so much for watching the Wild Wolfgang. If you're not already, please follow me on YouTube or follow me on Instagram and TikTok under the same handle, the Wild Wolfgang, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.